Right, welcome to the RollerCoaster Tycoon playthrough. As you can see, I've got the deluxe pack installed. It's got the corkscrew folies pack and the loopy landscapes pack, which basically means more levels to go through, but obviously we'll start with the more basic one. Right, so this is a business strategy game. It's pretty much the same as Theme Park, but a hell of a lot better. So you've got, this is a really easy level. You've got to get 250 guests at the end of October. Yeah, one. The park rating of 600. So what I usually do is just click on that and put it down there. This is a lot better than Theme Park because, as you can see, you've got like it's got like windows in it, so you can just like put stuff down at the bottom corner and minimize stuff and stuff like that. So it's a hell of a lot easier. So what we want to do is get some basic rides at the beginning of the park here, just to get some, you know, get the ball rolling a bit. Right, you put prices on each thing, so that's right. So you instead of them paying to get into the park, which I think you can actually set a price for the park, but you know, you can have them pay per ride as well. Right, so what I normally do is put the entrance to the exit, so basically when they come out they might go back in again. I don't know how intelligent the AI in this game is, but I think if they want to go on it again they'll find the way to the entrance anyway, but I'm not sure that, you know, they're that intelligent or not. But either way, I'll just put the entrance there. So yeah, so it's just basically making a theme park, make money and whatnot. So, you know, you just basically want to build some basic rides here at the beginning. I used to love this game, but I think I have RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 as well, and if I'm not mistaken, it's exactly the same as this. There's no difference really. It's just more of the same thing. I think we'll open the park now actually, because it's a bit, you know, we want to get some guests at least. So there's the date down there, and there's the, you know, weather and whatnot. So you want some food stalls or ice cream stall. You can actually change the colour of things in this one as well. I think you had this option in the first, in the non-expansion pack version, but you couldn't do it to as many things. And you also have music options now as well. The merry-go-round has music anyway, but you've got let's see, there you can play music and whatnot, but you know, I don't think it actually does much. So let's get some food and drink stuff here. Yeah, this was also on the Xbox as well, but I'm not sure how the Xbox version works, since you kind of need a mouse. You could probably plug a mouse into the Xbox. I mean, you could do that with the PS2, so I'm assuming the Xbox could do it as well. But yeah, I think the Xbox version was a bit of a flop, so no one really wanted it. You can buy stuff like this as well, you know, scenery stuff. You could do this in Theme Park, but it's just a hell of a lot better in this game. And you've got weather as well. As you can see, it's getting darker. If you look down here in the bottom right, you can see we're going from a cloudy day to a rainy day, as you can see. Right, so they're all split up into different tabs as well. This one's like a travelling type of tab. This one's gentle rides. This one's roller coasters. This one's thrill, water, and of course food and drink. Right, so we'll build this twister thing. You can also name the ride itself somewhere. I think. Oh, there. So you can name it whatever you want, but You know, it'll automatically get a name anyway. Right, so hold on. The sound's a little bit muffled, I don't know why. But you know, so long as the game runs smoothly, it doesn't really matter. You should be listening to me anyway. So yeah, I was pretty much gonna do this after my Theme Hospital playthrough, but obviously I didn't get very far in that, so never mind. Hold on. Alright, let's see if I can like do something with the options. Never mind. You can mute the game, but that does really help. I don't think you actually have much options in this, you know. With PC games, you usually had like a ton of like graphical options and stuff. This game doesn't really have that. Alright, hold on. So you've got like some basic designs here. Hold on, let me zoom out a bit because that's a bit thingy. You can build your own, but I mean it's good building your own, but the park guests are sometimes a little bit too scared. I'll have a go though. It's a lot better than Theme Park. This is where this game really comes into its own. There's a hell of a lot more options to this. Right, so you want to get rid of some trees. Obviously, it costs money to remove trees. You know, people come chop them down. Right, so you want to go up. You want to turn the chain on, because that's one of the mistakes a lot of people make when they first start this game up. They go up without putting the chain on, and you know, stuff like that. This option tilts it, so it looks a little bit cool. Actually, it's a good idea to like go down slightly after going up a ramp, so they don't go too slow downwards, right? Some roller coasters you can actually turn and stuff as you're going up, and with this steep option, there's like a different types of roller coasters and stuff. This is just like the basic one that you start out with. But yeah, this is easily the best, you know, roller coaster game, to be honest. So you can also go down slightly as you. Some roller coasters can't do that. This one can though. Right, so you basically just don't want to go up and down too much, because you know, people will get scared and won't go on it, and it's, you know, there's a lot of you know, wimps in this game, unfortunately. Oh, hold on, I can't do that yet. There's also a special thing you can do, like brakes. I think you can actually get a photograph thing on some of the roller coasters, but not this one, by the looks of things. Go back a bit. Oh, damn it. Right, so we pretty much. We don't want to go that far. Right, just go there. Right there. So entrance, exit. What you want to do before letting people go on it is test it. Hold on, let me just. You can control how many trains there are and how many cars there are per train. That's right, 2 trains, 10 cars. So you want to test it by pressing the amber. Can't test roller coaster on this. What? Okay. Right, hold on, let me just quickly do this. Right. Test it now. So it still might not. What the hell? Well, okay, this is weird because this never seems to happen. Hold on. Okay, is it done now? Thank God for that. Right. So yeah, you want to test it first just to make sure that it can actually go all the way around without crashing or falling off the tracks or whatever. You know, the worst thing you can do is to let people on a ride and then it either crash or, you know, get them stuck on it. This looks okay though. I don't know, maybe this part might not. We'll see. I don't think you lose park rating if people see it crashing in a test. See, the worst thing that can happen is this one will go into this one if this one gets stuck anywhere. Yeah, that's okay. So now we can let people on this. Build a... You can also change the colour of, you know, these queue paths and whatnot. There's different types of paths, there's different types of stuff. There's all kinds of options in this. It's way better than theme park ever was. I mean, I know theme park was like what 1993 or whatever, but this just is everything so much better. We need toilets. Good thing to do is to put toilets right outside of a roller coaster because you know, people might feel sick. You can actually put a price on toilets. Same price to the park. That's basically a really useful option if you want, like, if you've got, like, say, I know this is like a small park, but some of the little parks are way bigger than this, and this is a useful option because if you want to say, I don't know, 20 cents to go to the toilet, you know, and you've got like 5 or 6 toilets throughout the park, instead of going through each and every one of them, just tick that. But I'll leave it free for now because we're not really trying to make money on this level, we're just wanting a lot of people. Right, so these people are honoured. They're the first to go on my roller coaster. You can also change the colour of roller coaster, so, you know, traditional red track. Actually, it looked quite good, yellow and red. And I think you can use different colours per train as well. So if you want one train to be red and yellow, and then if you want to invert the colours on the other train, like that. So that one's red with yellow seats, and this one's yellow with red seats. You know, there's all kinds of options in this game. What's this? Shit. I need some stuff. Totally forgot about that. Fix rides, inspect rides. Yeah, I think we only need one for now. You mainly need these. You mainly need handymen to clean stuff up, and it's also good to have security guard, obviously, and an entertainer who you can change to be whatever you want. Tiger, elephant. Right, so. And then this is your funding for finding new things, so, you know, new roller coasters, new other rides and whatnot. And I think we've actually got a few new ones since we've been messing around with that roller coaster, so... Well, we've got the Ferris wheel anyway. So yeah, this is just the beginning level. This is really easy. But later on, you know, I've never actually finished this. I mean, I've got till about level 5 or 6, and then, oops, damn it, that's the entrance. Turn around. You can also turn around as well, like that. I don't think you could ever do that in theme park. Damn it, I can't see. There we go. No one actually wants to go on that. I think it might be too expensive. You can also see, I want to go on something more thrilling, so if you like click on a person, they'll have a certain amount of money and thoughts. See, they all think it's good value, so at that point you might as well just like up the price a little bit. Just a little bit though, don't go overboard. I mean, this is the first level, we don't need to make too much money. So our park rating's okay, and we nearly have the amount of guests that we need. But I think you still need to wait until the end of the end of October or whatever it was. So you basically just need to hold on to whatever you've got. Right, the best way to get people is to advertise, and this is the advertising campaign. So you can advertise a particular ride here. So what you want to do is do 6 weeks, and then advertise what your best ride is. So mostly people are going on the roller coaster, so you want to advertise that. So start that, and that'll be running for 6 weeks now, and then you'll see more people coming to the park. He's sick. Oh no, he's pissed. What's wrong with him? I want to go home. You know, why don't you go on some of the better rides then, instead of just storming out? Yeah, the AI isn't that great, but you know, still. So this is pretty much all this is then, so now we can pretty much just sit back and stop doing that. Go and clean up. But yeah, later on you get like way better levels as well. Our park's received an award. Hold on, let's see what it is. Safest Park Award. And then I think the last level you pretty much just make a park and then just keep going with it. You get like I think you get like the whole land or whatever. I think this is like a really small level compared to what you get later on. I mean, later on you've got like the whole terrain to work with on that level that you can just go crazy with. There's a little farm thing there. You can actually extend your park if you need to. I don't know how you... can't remember how you do that. But it's expensive and it's kind of pointless. I don't know how you do it. You've got like a tool to do it with. I think it's this. Well, you can do it there is some way of doing it. Maybe you can't do it on this level. But yeah, you can like sort of like buy a square of land. He's still mowing the lawn. I don't want you to do that. See, there's stuff to clean up. Turn off the mow grass option. There's still hardly anyone going on this. It's kind of out of the way though, isn't it? Hold on. Hold on, let me just check out the options here, because you see, this is pretty much all you've got. There's nothing really you can do. Real names. I think that's just instead of guest number, whatever. Yeah, they've got names now. He's happy. You basically want to drain everybody's wallet, that's the aim of the game. Stop mowing the lawn. Everybody likes the roller coaster at least. Anyway, we've done this, pretty much. You just need to hold on to this. I think it's the end of October. October year 1. It's May year 1. I don't think there's any way to speed up the gameplay in this either, like whatever it is. Theme Hospital. Hold on, let me save. Hey, everybody wants to go on that now. I might as well put the price back up. Not too much though. Yeah, the entrance was out of the way a bit. So is this one though, but people still want to go on it. Max people on ride. Put it up to about 5. I wouldn't spend whatever it is to go on that though. $1.50. It's more expensive than the merry-go-round. Put that up a bit more. Oh yeah, they sometimes like do a little cheer at the end of a ride. You can't really see it because I put the entrance behind the ship and whatnot. That guy's sick. Very sick. It's funny though, because sometimes they like really want to throw up, but they'll go past the toilet and then they'll just go straight back on the ride. He might actually do that right now. Nah. I feel very sick. He went right past the toilet, and the toilets are free, so I don't know what's wrong with him. Actually, you don't really need this park rating thing here, because it's down here. You have to hover over it for a little bit though. But yeah, I think some of the later levels are like 2-3 hours long. This one's probably only about maybe an hour. I don't know. When did it start? March. See, there's no way to speed up the gameplay at all, so you're just pretty much stuck on this one speed. Let's see if the fundance... How's this doing? Put it up a bit. We don't really have any... I mean, you can build water by... You can build like a lake. But... it's expensive and you don't really need to do it on this level. I think what we could do with doing is building some benches and bins and whatnot. I think actually if someone feels sick it's better to sit down, so yeah, I think we actually should build some over here. I know it's next to the toilet, but you know, put a bin outside the toilet as well. Some bins around about. There's much better roller coasters later on as well. There's like corkscrew ones, and you know, just basically all the different kind of roller coasters you can build and whatnot in this game. I don't think anyone's actually bothered trying to top this game in terms of, you know, theme park building, because they know that they can't really compete with this. And I think, yeah, that's one of the better roller coasters, this one. I won't build one yet though, I mean not on this level, because I don't really need it, but yeah, it's a better roller coaster. But yeah, so this is like the best theme park sort of game you can buy. There are newer ones. I mean, this is like 1998 or something. Hold on, it was on that thing, wasn't it? 2000. That was probably when they released the expansion. So I think this is like maybe 98, 99, something like that. But yeah, RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 is pretty much exactly the same as this. It's just more of the same thing, but it's still good. And but I think RollerCoaster Tycoon 3, it's all 3D and stuff, and I didn't really like it. I think they kind of ruined it, to be honest. And I think there's like I think there's one for the RollerCoaster Tycoon 4. I think it's Android and iOS only. I'm not sure about that, but I think RollerCoaster Tycoon 5 is coming out later this year. But it's still, I don't know. I prefer this, to be honest. Sometimes you can make things look too good. You know, this didn't really need any 3D crap. It was perfect like this. I mean, I know The Sims did it. I think that's pretty much what they thought. They were like, oh, you know, EA did it with The Sims and everyone loved it, and you know, they thought that it would work just as well with this, and it not in my opinion, it didn't. Yeah, so pretty much we're just basically sitting here now. I think you do sit around more, and this is one of those strategy games that's pretty much just you sit around waiting, because you've done everything you can. Unless of course you're losing, then you've got to do stuff, but I don't think this game's very hard, to be honest. Some of the later levels, maybe. I know the later levels are longer. Some of the later levels you have to go to like year 3, like October year 3 or something, and you know, this first level is probably going to take like an hour, and you're only going like towards the end of year 1, so yeah, some of the later levels are going to be really long. You know, nothing wrong with that though. I mean, it might get a little bit boring, that's all. That's what I'm getting at. Swinging ship. What are people's thoughts? I want to go on something more thrilling. What? It's a thrill ride, it's under the thrill ride category. I don't really, you know. I mean, I know roller coasters are better, but that's about it. How the hell is the slide broken? Come on. I've got a mechanic somewhere anyways. There he is. It's only the music that's kind of muffled. I don't know if it might be recording okay, but to me it's all muffled. The sound effects are fine though, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, this is getting a lot of people, so I'm going to put the price up a bit. This is getting a lot of people. I'll put the price up on this, $2.50. So you just want to gradually put the price up, so some of them will jump now when they come out of this exit. That's a good sign that they actually liked it. I wouldn't say it's that good, to be honest. I've made really good roller coasters in the past, but sometimes if you make them like really long, you know, see, they look good, but then people are like, it's too scary and they won't go on it. So most of the time it's better off just building a pre-made one. Keep checking and make sure there's nothing else, but I'll build one of these because, you know, there's nothing else happening and I'm kind of bored. So this is basically just a, it's not, there is a go-kart thing later on, but this isn't go-karts, it's just basically going along on a track. I'm kind of running out of space, to be honest. I'll try and put it over here. So it's just like a little train thing, it goes around. This is basically a roller coaster for wusses. You know, it does go quite high though. I'll make it symmetrical because, you know, why not? Come on. Oh man, sometimes that happens as well and I forget. You can build the exit's kind of shorter, but that thing's got like a big point on it. Let me put that on the back. Everything's breaking down. See, people might actually like this a little better. I think these actually are quite a popular ride, so it's a good idea to build one. There you go. Yeah, it's a bit out of the way though. Oh, hold on, I can just, hold on, let me, there, that's a bit better. See, this park's really small compared to later on. Oh well. Oh, you can only build it on water, that's why. I was thinking, oh, okay. This is super. You definitely want one of these. These are basically like a. You want to put it right at the beginning of the park, and you can basically. The people buy park maps so they know where stuff is. So that's like really useful already. And then of course you can get little umbrellas. I think they also do souvenirs as well, unless that's like a different shop. I think it's a different shop actually. But yeah, you still want one like right at the beginning of the park so people can get a map. Don't know why by default it's you have to pay for it, because if you go to a park in real life most of the time you just pick up a map for free, but whatever. There's not many. Oh yeah, you can change yeah, you have to close it as well to change stuff sometimes, but you know, it's okay. Change the colour a bit because it's a bit ugly. Oh, you can change the style of the entrance and whatnot as well. You can do all kinds of stuff in this. Wooden style. Doesn't really fit with it though, so I'll just leave it as is. I think they're just preset colours as well. I built some more shops over here. You get way more shops later on. You've got like a fry store and everything, and the souvenir store that was on about. There's just loads of stuff. This game's got a hell of a lot of stuff in it. That's why it's PC only. Yeah, I don't know how the Xbox version works with this. I don't know how you can, like... Well, you know, what I would assume is that the analog stick is assigned to move the mouse and whatnot, but that's going to be really awkward with all these options and stuff. I don't know how that worked. But it did flop, so I'm assuming it's because it didn't really work for the console. It's cool that they actually made a console port of this, though. You know... But yeah, PC is where it's at for this. See, it's quite a popular ride, this. I might need some more handymen, actually. You can also change the uniform colour and everything. It's just this, yeah. It's really good, this game. It's just that you get bored of it. That's why I've never finished it, I think, because by the time you get to like level 7, 8 or whatever, you're just bored. Because the levels are like 3 hours each or whatever, and it's just so long. And you're basically just doing the same thing on every level. But you know, it's still quite fun. But I would pretty much just say play this game, you know, on and off or something. I mean, I'm doing these videos, but I'll try and do like one per day as I do. Like, I try to get a video up every day, but you know, some of the later levels are just going to be so long I'll probably have to like just save and take a break or whatever. So I might just like do like, say, level 8 part 1 and then part 2 the next day or whatever. Depends how long it is. See, we're still in July, we're not even... You know, we've only been... So, I think it started in March, so March, April, May, June, July. You know, so it's only like 5 months and it's already like 40 minutes plus. Ah, we need more benches and bins. Right, put some bins opposite the stalls. That looks kind of a mess actually, but you know, I think the park guests like them, so it's all good. Some parks later on in this game are like really messy though. I mean, these trees here are quite small and you know, you can easily remove them and stuff, but sometimes later on you get like huge trees like this. Like just, well, not, that's actually quite small, but like there's some like really big trees later on that are just like slapped all over the place. Like you get a park and it's like a proper forest or whatever. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna remove these now. I'm actually running quite low on money. I better put the prices up a bit. It's easier just to put a price on the gate instead and then make all the rides free. I'll do that on the next park. What's this? Log flume. There's also the haunted house. I can't really afford it though. That's quite cheap for the haunted house. 340 bucks. It's like, you know, that's cheaper than a PS4. Correct at the time of making this video. Some people get pissed if they're waiting in the queue a long time though. He's hungry. Should have got one of the burgers then. Yeah, just do one rotation. Shit, I put it up. Put the price up as well, it's quite cheap. Right, we're into August now, so there's only like 2 months. I think it auto saves after you've finished each level as well, so I don't need to like start the next level and then save it right at the beginning or whatever. Like the hospital, because that never did that. That's why I always tried to save it like right at the end or whatever, so I could just pick up straight off, but don't need to do that in this. It just does it itself. I don't know why the sound's muffled. You know, the gameplay itself's like running absolutely fine, smooth, so, you know. Oh, it's broke down. The music went all funny. It's broken. You can't change the music for some reason. Getting sick of hearing it anyway. Let's turn the music off. Let's put some rock music in here or something. Oh yeah, by the way, this rock style music here, if you've ever played Driver on the PS1 or PC or whatever it's on, it's actually the same music that they use in the replays. I didn't notice that until quite recently when I randomly started playing Driver and on the replay, because I think at the end of when you wreck in that game, it just automatically goes to the replay. And then I thought, oh my god, I can I realised this music from somewhere, and it was this. It's the same music. Not that that's anything amazing, I'm just pointing that out, but, you know. It's not that great. It's just a little bit of trivia for you. Yeah, after played Driver. Only the first two though, because honestly, it was Driver 2 only on the PS1. I think Driver 1 was on the PC, because that's where I played it first. And I played it on the PS1, but I think I played the Driver 2 on the PS1, and that was the only platform I played it on. But I remember when that game came out, it was like such a big deal because you could actually get out of the car and run around. You couldn't do anything though. You could get out of the car and then run up to another car and then get into a car. So you could change your car throughout the level, whereas in the first one you basically just drive around until you wreck. So, but in this you could get out of the car and like run around, but you still couldn't do anything. But you know, it was a big deal back then. This was like before GTA 3 and whatnot. So yeah, that was a big deal back then. But I don't know though, I think some people give that game bad reviews, I don't know, I thought it was just as good as the first, if not better. You know, the graphics were better anyways, and the car smash effects and stuff, everything just worked out. And the levels were like, you know, more dynamic, they weren't static or anything. I think there was one level, can't remember what the level was or what it was called, but the bridges, there was like a drawbridges and they went up and down and stuff, whereas in the first one there was nothing like that. There was the San Francisco level with the Golden Gate Bridge, but that was about it. There was nothing, you know, you just drove around and there was just, everything was just static. It was just, you know, I mean, it was still good, you know, this was the 90s after all. It wasn't, you know, they didn't really have the graphical power that they have now. And I'd say that Driver 1 and 2 were better than GTA 1 and 2. You know, GTA 1 and 2, yeah, they had the violence, you could run over people and stuff, and there was swearing and whatnot, but it was just, gameplay wise, not really that interesting in my opinion. I mean, I like GTA 2, but, you know, Driver was pretty much where it was at back then. But, you know, after GTA 3, everybody just pretty much forgot about Driver. I mean, you know, I played Driver 3 on the PS2 and I thought it was just rubbish. It was just nowhere near the first two at all. It was just, I don't know, the graphics looked kind of shit as well. Even for PS2 level, it was just like kind of ugly. And I played the Driver, what's it called? The new one. Well, not the new one, the new-ish one. On PS3, I can't remember what it's called. Is it called Driver San Francisco or something? I think it's called that, isn't it? I know there's a Driver Hardlines and a Driver 76. I think they're PSP games though. I'm not sure. There's just been so many Driver games and I really haven't been paying attention to that franchise at all. You know, GTA is where it's at pretty much nowadays. There's been a lot of GTA clones though. Come on, man. This takes for ages. Should have moved into September by now. Any second now we'll move into September. There's no snow in this game. That was the only thing that was kind of missing. I don't know if it's in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. There might be snow in that. I can't really remember that. But yeah, in this one it's just rain, thunder, and then like normal like this. There is scenery that you can buy. I can't. There's like different types of scenery that you can unlock. Like there's more tabs here, and there's like you can make like icy scenery and stuff like that, and all kinds of stuff. Here's one of those observation tower things you can build. I've got more money now, so I can do this. So yeah, this isn't really that great of a... I don't even know if there's people like this that much. I'll put it over here because it's a bit out of the way over there. You kind of want it in the middle of the park so people can see the park. And then you just basically make it as tall as you can. Yeah, that's tall enough. Our park isn't that big, so... Shit. It'll be a small cube, but whatever. Hold on, let me move this, Nah, just put that there. There is one of those thrill rides. It's a thrill ride, you know, where I don't know what they're called exactly, but you know, the thing slowly goes to the top and then it just drops. That's a thrill ride. It's in the thrill ride category, but I don't think you're on this level long enough to get that kind of a... I don't think you're on this level long enough to get that ride. I mean, if I unticked everything and just put it into thriller, you might get it, but I think we'll have finished the level by then. We're in September now, so there's only like 2 months left. So yeah, we've more than hit this target now though. Got almost double the amount of guests we need. I'll just quickly check what we need to do again. 250, 600. So that's pretty much it. There is a tutorial level you can do, but you know, this is pretty much like a semi-tutorial level. It's easy. It's kind of hard to fail at this level. But yeah, you can pretty much play this whole game with just the mouse as well, so that's cool. Unless you want to name stuff like, say, Car 1, Station 1. Oh, that's just the view. Yeah, if you want to name it, that's pretty much the only typing you have to do. So you don't really need to use the keyboard in this. So I mean, it would have worked on consoles, but you know, you do kind of need a mouse for this. I mean, Half-Life on the PS2 used a mouse. You could use the mouse on that game. So I'm assuming that the Xbox version of this used a mouse as an option. We don't need to bother with any of that just yet. You can actually do like underground stuff as well. That gets really kind of complicated though. So I think that's pretty much everything I've explained. Other stuff I'll just explain as we go. You got paths, scenery, water. You can modify the ground. You know, rides and stuff. You can also borrow money if you need it, like here's the loan. You can pay back the loan. There's already been a loan been done on this actually. But like later levels you'll need like different goals. You know, instead of getting a certain amount of guests you'll need like, say, I don't know, money. You might need like 10 grand at the end of the level or something. So then it's all about money and stuff. So you know, there's different goals on different levels. You know, the hospital is pretty much just the same every level. You know, cure a certain amount of patients, have a certain rating. and a certain amount of money, and that was pretty much it for all the levels. It's just that level 6 got so bullshit, I just gave up on it. I've still got the game installed, and I've still got the save though, so I could just go back at any time, but for now I'm pretty much just gonna do this game, because this is a lot easier, and it's a lot better anyways. There's nothing really wrong with this game actually. If you know, review wise, there's nothing you can really say that this game doesn't really do very well. Whereas Theme Park, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Theme Park, this probably wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Theme Park. So you know, this is pretty much just a Theme Park 1.5. It's basically just improved every way possible. But the only problem is it's only on the PC, so anyone who only plays console games won't probably know about this unless they had an original Xbox. And even then, I know, like, that version wasn't very good, so I'm saying it wasn't very good. I never even played it, but that's what reviews say, so I'm just going off what they say. I mean, you know, maybe someday I might actually get my hands on that version and it might be pretty good, but if it's just the exact same as this, then just play it on the PC. There's not really much point in going playing a game on a different platform if it's just the same thing. Especially if you need a mouse, you know, it's a lot easier just to play it on the PC in that case. So we're pretty much just waiting till October 31st now, so I seem to remember you could display the day here though. I'm not sure what's I must be remembering it wrong because I don't see any options. What does this do? Oh, that just takes you to places. That's basically just your announcements thing, announcements history. You can check out what people are thinking and not thoughts, actions. You know, some people get happy. There's an option, not an option. Some people get really angry and the face just goes bright red. It's quite rare though that they actually get that pissed off. If you pick up somebody and like put them like in the middle of nowhere, like say if I picked him up and put him here, I'm not going to do it because it might knock my rating down, but if I pick him up and put him there, he'll just walk around confused, not know where the hell shit is, and he'll get increasingly pissed. That's the only way to really annoy somebody. I don't think you can kill anybody unless you crash a roller coaster with people on it. That's like the only way to kill someone. Or some people. What's this? Water slide. We're getting all kinds of like different wait a minute, didn't I put the funding only to fund water rides? What's that about? Oh. Oh well, in that case you can't actually yeah, some rides must be locked out on certain levels then. I didn't know that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much as much as you're gonna get on this level anyways, because we're nearly done. It's like there's like 1 month now. See, this level's taken over an hour already, and it's like we're still not done. So when some of the other little levels take like 3 years, it's like 3 hours. So yeah, I might do like separate parts for those. If you could speed up the gameplay a little bit, then it would be faster, but you can't do that. I guess that's like the only complaint I have with this game then. Has anyone actually gone on that observation thing? No one's actually... Is anyone actually on it? Oh well, some people have actually gone on it, so... People's thoughts... Yeah, they want to go on something more... thrilling. Ooh, we've got another award. Best value park. Oh, we don't have the safest park now. It's best value though. I'm not making much money, that's why. Get another security guard, because it might not be very safe anymore. You get some arseholes coming into the park and who like to break benches as well. So you've got to replace benches sometimes. I don't think I've got this problem on this park though. Most of my benches look okay, but yeah, sometimes you'll look at them and they'll be broken or something. And then obviously people can't sit on them. Most of the people coming out of this roller coaster are actually feeling sick. That's why you put benches right outside. I mean, I did put the toilet there. I don't know if that helps though. So yeah, we're in the final month now, so any minute now basically. So hang on, how many months have we played? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So that's 8 months and 1 hour, so roughly, what's that, 12 minutes per month. No, it's less than that, isn't it? 8 minutes per month. Something like that. 7 to 8 minutes per month. Of course, at this level, I actually didn't get into this level till about 2 minutes in anyway, so it was the whole menu thing. I like to have the little start-up introduction in the big in my first videos, and then afterwards I'll just put like the separate levels. Like the next level will just be straight into level 2. So. You know, I just like to kind of like make a little introduction for the first video. I got quite a few views on my Simpsons wrestling videos though. I mean, out of all the videos I've done, the Simpsons wrestling is actually one of the more popular, well, not for views overall, but like for views within the first few hours of uploading, which is quite surprising. You know, over my Half-Life videos and whatnot, I've done like loads of awesome games, and then I do one that's like pretty average, and that one ends up being one of the most popular ones that I've done. Maybe I should play more bad games from now on. I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. I mean, it is quite annoying though, some of those fights. I mean, I was doing the Ned Flanders versus Burns fight, and you know, I still barely even managed to get through that. I don't really do fighting games that much, but you know, I do like you know, the Tekken series on PS1, Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2 is like the best, one of the best fighters of all time. I don't know, I think it's like the best, it's probably my favourite fighting game ever made. You know, it was just, it might not have been that well balanced, but it was just like really fun back in the day. It just, you know, you would play through the arcade mode, and then it's like Tetris. It's like 10 minutes later you want to go back to it and do it again. You know, games like that are just awesome. They hook you. Well, here we go. It's gonna rain. Should be any second now if my calculations are correct. 7 to 8 minutes per month. Might as well watch the roller coaster while I'm waiting for this thing, because, you know, it's kind of boring down there. You can also save your designs. I'm not sure how. I think you have to go back into create mode though, which means shutting it, turning it off, but you know, this isn't really anything spectacular anyway, so I won't bother saving it or whatever. Saving the design. New ride, bumper cars. There's no point building it because we're pretty much done. Like 10 seconds left to go on this level. Okay, there's about a minute left. I don't think there was even any weather in the theme park, was there? Can't even, I don't think there was. But yeah, like I said, it was an old game. And October has taken forever to end. Everyone's got their umbrella up now because I'm selling it at the kiosk thing. You can actually change the colour of umbrellas as well. So if you set up like say 3 or 4 kiosks around... Hey, I did it. Hooray! Enter name! Enter name. Yes, enter my name. Okay, so now you can actually save it before we end. My Fallout sound effects there. I think you select new game, and it should have a tick next to it. There you go, see. So yeah, come back for Dynamite Dunes. Stay tuned.